everyone, welcome to this update video. I really hope you're doing amazing this morning. Now we're going to be looking at a frontal system which is going to be impacting the Caribbean as we head into the latter part of the week. And of course, as we head into this weekend, there's going to be that cooler air dipping into the Caribbean as well. So we're going to be talking about it. And in addition, we'll look at what is currently going on across the tropics. So let's get straight into the details. Alright, here we go. And as we take a look at the satellite imagery, we can see some other dissipating frontal systems out there. And that next one, which is going to be making its way down into the Caribbean. In the Gulf, we see all of that action. Let's go to that area. Let's zoom in there for a moment. So there we can see a lot of convection, showers and thunderstorms just offshore the Yucatan and western Cuba. So this is all in association with that frontal system where we're seeing quite a bit going on ahead of that boundary, and this is going to be making its way down into parts of the Caribbean, and essentially it's going to be resulting in an increase in rainfall activity. Those seas are going to get choppier, and after the boundary passes, there's going to be that massive cooler air setting into the area. But for right now, there isn't a whole lot going on across the Caribbean. Scattered showers across the Lesser Antilles, but elsewhere there isn't really much happening. It's been mostly sunny for some of the northern islands as well for the past few days. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the rainfall forecast for the short term. Here we can see what Euro is expecting. So towards Florida, parts of the northern Bahamas and western Cuba, even to sections of Central America, we can see these orange and these red shadings. And the more color we see indicates more rainfall activity. So it's likely to be quite active within the area as they're going to be heading through today. However, for the central and southern Bahamas, Turks and Caicos Islands, central and eastern Cuba, the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, and much of Hispaniola, we can see that there's not really color around within those areas. So it's going to be on the drier side throughout much of today. Going to Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and through the Lesser Antilles, there could be some additional shower activity. There's that surface trough still loitering in the area, so it may help out to enhance some more rainfall today. ABC Islands, similar story, there could be some showers around nearby. Northern South America, Colombia, parts of Venezuela may be active. For the Guyanas, though, there could be some downpours here and there, but may not be very widespread across the area. And then Central America, as I had mentioned, so Panama, Costa Rica, even parts of Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Belize, Mexico, there's likely to be some heavy rain across some areas today, especially as that frontal system is going to be making its way down. Ahead of it, there's that increase in moisture, and there could be some thunderstorm activity around as well. And as this system is going to be making its way down further into the Caribbean, this rainfall activity is going to be spreading further to the east. So you're going to find that other areas such as the Cayman Islands and even parts of Jamaica, especially for northern parishes, the rest of the Bahamas, Cuba, may eventually experience that increase in rainfall later this week. And as I had mentioned in previous videos, this is something that we're going to be seeing recurring time and time again. We're heading to late autumn, we're heading to winter. So we're going to be seeing more and more of these fronts, and especially the stronger fronts as we head into January and even early February as well. It's going to get pretty active for the Caribbean region. So that is going to be one of the main sources of rainfall, because we're essentially going to be heading to the dry period as well early next year. But with the frontal systems making their way down, especially for the northern islands, that is going to be the main source of rainfall activity, because we're no longer going to be having those tropical waves propagating to the region. Those will start coming up again as we head into around May next year. That's when they typically start rolling off of Africa. And then, of course, next hurricane season. So the hurricane season of 2024 is officially coming to its end. But models have been hinting at something else trying to get itself together in the Caribbean with this current front that's going to be making its way down. The tail end of it may allow for an increase in moisture, and we could see an airflow pressure form in the southwest Caribbean. But time will tell in terms of that, guys. But I've been seeing that being hinted at by the various models. So I'll continue to keep an eye on that. There's no guarantee that anything is going to be forming, though. And then in terms of the temperature dip, let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast for that. So Here we have GFS. This is for Thursday evening. The blue shadings we see indicate below normal temperatures. That's when the temperatures are cooler than average. White indicates that temperatures are pretty much normal, and the red and orange shadings indicate above normal temperatures. So as we're going to be heading into late Thursday, we can see that across parts of the U.S., even dip into parts of Central America and the North Caribbean, are starting to be within that bluish shading, indicating that, hey, some cool air is going to be coming down. Then as that frontal system continues to make its way down to the southeast, we're going to have more cool air setting in. So the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Cuba, the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, and even towards Central America, even parts of Hispaniola as well, may experience that drop in temperature. And then that should loiter as we head into the start of the new week as well. Going to Sunday, we still see those blue shadings around on this graphic. So we're going to see this happening a lot more often. And I'm personally welcoming those cooler temperatures because, I mean, it was a very hot summer this year. So, yeah, we're going to be getting those nice Christmas winds, those cooler temperatures, and eventually an overall break from tropical cyclone activity. So, guys, that is what is anticipated as we're going to be heading throughout the weekend into this weekend. And, of course, I'll continue to keep you posted as necessary. So, that is it for now. I do hope you found this video to be informative. However, if you have any additional questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I'll get to you when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.